Okay, everybody, this is rebelfrak, and as I mentioned earlier, this channel, the main focus of it is art and social commentary, how art can be used in a community to address problems, to beautify a community, to stimulate dialogue. And what I'm looking at right now, what you're seeing, is a mural that is on the back wall of a community garden here in the city. And this is, I'm going to show you shots of this garden, and it is just amazing. You're not going to believe that this is actually in an inner city environment, but this is the artwork that is on the back wall of this. And I just wanted to get a shot of this entire wall to just show you just some of the work, how art can be used to beautify and just to talk about issues. I don't know if you can see this close up here of what this is, but that is some nice graffiti. And I just think of these people who have like a real negative attitude about graffiti and who don't want to still give it its due. And yes, there are people who are acknowledging, you know, they do recognize that there is talent in graffiti, you know, in freeform art and in murals, and this is just one of them. And I do not live too far from here, okay? And this is something that, because it's in the back of a garden, I'd never seen this. I came back here to specifically get shots of the garden, and then I saw this, and it's just amazing. Hey Max, do you know who actually did this artwork?
Yeah, the Trust Your Struggle Collective.
Who?
Trust Your Struggle Collective.
The Trust Your Struggle Collective.
They're an art collective.
Okay.
And then actually Mickey helped paint, and Michael, a couple of the residents.
Okay.
Dashiki was out here. Who else helped paint?
Oh yeah, Dashiki, definitely he'd be out here.
Yeah,
So yeah, there you go. It's a collective here in the city, and this is what they're doing. And some of the residents here, where this garden is situated, actually participated and helped to do some of the artwork. So this is just truly amazing. This is what gives, again, this is how art can give pride to a community, where you can use it. I mean, yes, you can use it to talk about problems, to draw attention to just some of the negative issues, but you can also use it to just show the talent that's there, to just let people know that because you're in maybe a low-income area, because, you know, maybe you don't have, you know, the cul-de-sacs and the condominiums, that you still have talent, that you can still use traditional ways of just beauty, you know. But this is I don't even know what more that can be said about this. And this is actually, if you can tell, this is just some metal siding, you know. Again, this is but they went and they just used pigment. And I was going to say it's pigment and bristle, but it's actually just pigment. And this is this is the fence that separates it. And here you have just the rest of the community. Okay, this is on a city block, you know. And now what I'm going to do is just probably part two, because I'm just loving this art here. I could just stay right here forever, just look at all this right here. But what I wanted to do was just get some shots of, again, of of the garden. So that's going to be the second part of this. But again, if you have artwork in your community, if you have an opinion about how to use art to just stimulate dialogue, to address issues, or to just beautify and just talk about the hopes and the progress and the triumph in your community, please, by all means, share. Okay. This is rebelfrak. Okay. Smile, Mickey, you're on camera. And this is the community garden, and it is right here. This is a greenhouse here, and the building that you're looking at is the actual, it's the residential complex where this is situated in the back of it. So it is. Hey Mickey, what kind of produce do you grow here?
We grow poppy beans, collard greens, plants, and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. We grow some kales right over there.
Kale?
Yeah, in the bed, right here.
Okay. And you said just green beans?
No, poppy beans. Yes. Yeah, we grow poppy beans.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go in. Is it okay if I get a shot of the greenhouse in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. And I hope this comes out okay because the sunlight is just like I can barely even see what I'm getting a shot of here. But this is a type of artwork that is not, I guess technically this is not traditional art, right? I mean, it's not a canvas. There's not pigment. There's not bristle. You know, there's no pottery involved. There's no ceramics. There's no printmaking. There's no photography. But gardening is a form of art. And so this is the interior of the greenhouse. And this was, I can tell you that I remember when this was not here. And this has been built through, my understanding is just through volunteers, that they have built all of this. And this is, I mean, now I don't know a lot about it, so I'm sure there's probably someone who could point out all the flaws, you know, and how maybe this isn't, you know, as cool of a greenhouse as others, but who cares? This is, again, a community garden that is happening here in the city, in a low-income area, where the residents do care about their community. They are trying to beautify it, and they're using traditional and non-traditional art forms to do so. And that is really what I want to talk about, of just using art, any type of art, to just beautify and to just address issues, be it from violence to drug addiction to poverty, homelessness, domestic violence, to use some positive way to address issues. Okay, so now we're moving out. This is coming out of the other side of the greenhouse, and this looks to me, I'm gonna say spinach or lettuce or turnips, I'm not sure. But again, when I first became aware of this garden, none of this was back here. None of this. And it's just beautiful. And again, here's Mickey, so we're on the other side of the garden. And this right here, again, this was not here. This is they've got a little chicken coop, or chicken farm or something. I don't know what you want to call it, but I don't know if you can see the chicken. Let me see if I can show you the chicken there, or those hens. But again, just see if I can come around to the other side. And here's another one. And this is what was, see, this is the, so here's the mural, and down here are the chickens and the hens. And so the eggs and a lot of the produce, a lot of the vegetables that are grown here are used in community grub boxes for homeless people. They go to a co-op, to a community produce store here in the city, and this is one way to just, again, take part in the community. That's really what this is about. Okay, so this is the chicken, I don't even know if I'm using the right word, the chicken coop or the chicken farm. Okay, so now I'm gonna see if I can find some of the volunteers, because a lot of this is done through volunteer work. And there's a volunteer, and there's another volunteer, and there's another volunteer. And let's see. Is it okay if I get you guys in this shot, or do you want me to turn it away? I'll just keep moving fast. Did you see where Max went? Okay, thank you. And here we have another volunteer. Hey there. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure.
Okay, what is this you're working with, and what are you doing?
Good question. I think it's mint.
Mint?
Mint.
Okay.
And wait, what's the other question?
And what are you doing with it? What
am I doing with it? Basically, what I do is I go on ahead and I take one. I take off all the leaves because these are gonna get replanted.
Okay.
And it's gonna have more mint. New fresh mint. So just take off all the leaves, and then I go on ahead and just cut it because there's like 2 nodes or like smaller nodes or whatever.
Okay.
That are good for when you replant it, because then it sprouts.
Oh, okay. Okay. And what is this right here? These long tubes. What are these right there?
These are here sugar cane.
You grow sugar cane back here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I had no idea.
So what are you gonna do with the sugar cane?
So with the sugar cane, we're also going to replant these, which I already hacked with the machete here.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. So I already hacked those. And so these also have nodes right here where it's going to sprout from.
Okay.
And it's going to be more sugar cane.
Okay. And what is this right here?
That's lemongrass.
Lemongrass. The tubes?
Yeah.
For some reason I thought those were turnips. See, I don't know anything. Hey, man.
No, they're all, I think they might almost be in those same families. Usually when you see them around like this, like in the same shapes, same type of, like ways that they're grown or whatever, it's probably part of the same family, just has different textures.
Okay, and what is your name?
Darlene.
Darlene. And Darlene, how long have you been volunteering here?
I'm an allyship intern.
Okay.
So, I actually started June 20th of last year.
Okay.
And I worked for them for 6 months because it was a part of my major, which is community studies and healthcare inequalities.
Community studies and
healthcare inequalities.
Healthcare and inequalities. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So,
excellent.
So working with them really brought a lot of preventative health ideas that whatever, and so with my internship, I have to have or dedicate 6 months with an organization.
Right on. And so you chose this one here.
Yes.
And can I ask why you chose this one out of all the other ones? Because this is an area with a lot of community programs.
Right. For one, I didn't know that. 2, I'm from Oakland. 3, I wanted to go to New Orleans to actually help out there. But because of due to travel and expense, didn't have it. But I actually have more resources out here.
Okay.
My dad who lives in East Oakland, and my aunt who lives in East Oakland.
Okay.
And I just found out my other aunt lives in Alameda.
Okay.
So yeah, I have family out here and stuff too. So.
Okay, right on. Oh, right on. Well, Darlene, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And this is exactly why I'm doing this, is to just talk about community programs within the community, you know what I'm saying? And also just, I'm an artist, so the artwork that was back there is what just grabbed me first, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and just looking down at this, I don't know if you've had a chance to go up in the building and look down.
I did, yeah.
But the garden just looks fantastic. You guys have just done a great job.
All right. Cool,
Okay,
thanks.
thank you so much for your time.
All right.